Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Clueless A Trading Frank doing a live recording of the jobs report and the reaction of futures. So many of you who do not track futures charts can see how these things, how these events, pivotal events in the markets affect the E-minis, known as the ES on Thinkorswim. So you can see that right here. Let me zoom in. I hope this has been recorded. So this is the channel that I've been showing for a while now. In the background, you hear CNBC reporting the numbers, very strong number, 255,000. And let me make this bigger. Okay, guess it's, oh, wrong screen, wrong screen. There we are, right screen. So as you can see here, this was drawn for the benefit of all members and for all our benefits. The megaphone pattern was the original megaphone pattern right here. And taking it out a little bit here, let's see. Okay, let's get into this here. Precision charting is what I do. I try to do my best, and honestly, it works out more often than not. It's a question of mental and discipline, and of course, market timing. So here we are in this channel here, broad channel. If this fails, okay, and anything can happen, if this fails, let me show this here. If this fails, then this becomes a bear flag, right? Then it's just basically a bear flag. However, if this breaks out, then our targets of 2175, our targets of 2180 or so come into play. So again, protecting profits is key. I'm looking at multiple screens as we speak to see the reaction on different on different platforms, and so far things are holding. However, in my opinion, markets open up where we are right now, you take profits. That's the way it's done. You take a little bit in there, make it run, even if you miss out the last leg of a couple of dollars on price line for the ones who did it, then that's fine. But gap ups, well, we're not really gapping up, we're up 5, but still, that's a gap up. Need to be sold. That's the way it works. You take aggressive trades within quantifiable risk. You know what your parameters are, and then you grow your account. That's the way it's done. Small accounts can grow large. In between, you'll suffer losses, heartbreak, pain, frustration, anger. You know, but you know what? Just like life, and I've been through a lot. I'm sure some of you have too. You reach the promised land. But just because you reach the promised land doesn't mean you just sit back and snooze, because then the wolves are going to come and eat you, right? Those are algo HFT programs. So what you got to do is you got to continue to fight the battle every single day. I don't say these words lightly. I do it, and all of you should do it. I got a message from a ex-member, great guy, who gave us a lot of referrals too at one point. He said, you know what? I don't have time to look at charts. I just want to know when to get in and when to get out, as if it's that easy. In that case, I'd be making $50,000 a day. Okay? It can be done. But, you know, I don't want to look at any pictures, nothing. I said, sorry, man, you must be living in a parallel universe, you know? It was in StockTwits. You know, those are type of stubbornness that gets traders into the doghouse. You got to be cognizant about what's happening in the background. The fact that you know what's happening here in the background, which will control your fate on the front, where you have your Googles, your Pricelines, your Amazons, your Celgenes, your Allergans, your Biomarines, your Sareptas, your Facebooks, all that stuff. Because if you don't know what's happening here in the background, you're done. So yesterday was kind of a revealing moment, because he's a nice guy. And he's like, you know what? I left your service because I didn't want to even look at a chart. I just answered one single thing, and I meant it in a good way. I said charts are an added bonus, because you got to trade with your eyes wide open. I don't care how busy you are. At least you can glance at the chart for 10 seconds and say, okay, I know at least where I stand with the parameters, and then I'll go out there, maybe put a limit sell out there, so you know what's going on. If you think that it's that easy to get an entry, which I put some real precision entries, and then just sit there, come back 2 hours later and take $2,000 in profits, well, it does happen. but more seldom or not, it won't happen, because when you get back there at 2 o'clock, there could be a sell program coming into the market. So I want people to really wake up and be flexible. They don't need to tick trade everything, okay? But these are dangerous markets. Even in good times, they're dangerous. So the bottom line is, look at this. There's the doji, the jobs numbers. We're up about 450. Don't be surprised if this goes red right now. Okay. So this is the channel which really matters, and that's around 2171, and out here at around 2164. Okay, I've been showing this chart. I have fantastic charts out there, and people who have tracked them. You don't need to fully understand 110% of what I'm trying to say, because I'm putting a lot of information in there. But the reality of the situation is, this consolidation channel, and let me get all these drawings out of the picture. This consolidation channel, hide all drawings. There you go. Okay, is intact. Even your 5-year-old will know that, if you have 5-year-olds. So bottom line is, this is on the E-minis, right? This is on the E-minis. There's your channel. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure that out. That's the bottom of the channel. Now all these different internals and stuff were cooperating. That's why I kept on saying upside intact. Anything can happen, but there are no certainties. Life is not trading in life is not a game of certainty. It's a game of probabilities. If you keep yourself healthy, it's probable that you're going to live longer. If you keep yourself really, really polluted and destroy your health, you're probably going to wake up dead. So it's the same thing with, with trading. You got to know what your probabilities are. You got to go with it. These are the probabilities. This histogram will most probably go green at one point by next Tuesday, and then I think we get a nice correction. Remember, the middle of the month is coming up. I do not need to remind everyone every single time. Many of the new members probably, have heard my video cast. Next week is probably the week you want to start scaling in and going short, because 15th plus minus 2 or 3 business days is the time to really get cautious, because we are going to get a real thump. And I'm telling you that right now. That thump could be in the form of a 400 to 500 point drop. And believe me, if you're heavily overloaded in stocks and not selling, which some members don't do, which kind of shocks me. I always scale out of profits, get in there, leave some in. And yes, I've left a lot on the table too at times, because I haven't held the original position. But what does it matter? Do you want to wake up in the morning with futures down 20 and you got 20 calls of Google? At $6, $7, $8, $9, $10? No, it's not a good feeling, trust me. So the bottom line is, that here's your consolidation channel. Manage your trades. I do a lot for you guys, and I don't ask for much. I just ask for focus, discipline, pay the monthly dues, get a lot of referrals, and participate in all the different programs that I do. Advanced coaching session webinars. I'm planning a live trading stuff after hours and in hours. Put a very minimal fee there for streaming costs, so anyone can join. These things are invaluable. Okay, things I've learned the hard way is what I share and teach. And believe me, I myself have a lot to learn. So I want to get into that. So let's take a look at the SPX here. Again, these are nothing new. People who track my charts know these charts very, very well. So here you are. There's your consolidation channel. It is still moving in between. The biggest compliment is when some of the biggest names in the business, the McClellan guy, Tom McClellan, puts up an article showing the triangle, the ascending triangle, right? The ascending triangle, and the breakout and such. And I put it up there, and I said, Kulisei video forecasted weeks ago, finding a triangle hidden in the chaos. How long have I been showing you this triangle? How long have I been showing you this consolidation channel? This was mentioned by the Fib Doctor too today. He's a great guy on StockTwits. So like I said, you'll get a lot of information way early, but it's what you do with it and how you act with it, okay? Because you got to fix your head, because I can only get better. I can only get better because that's what I strive to do every morning, every day of my life, for myself, for my work, for my family. But some of you who are not even trying, I really don't have any words to say other than wake up. In the meantime, the stochastics are intact. This is daily I'm showing you. Obviously, this is not dynamic because SPX doesn't trade pre-market other than E-minis. This will go positive. Markets will probably hit the targets that I mentioned, which is the upper end of the Darvas is around 2180. I believe we get an overshoot, and we probably get to as 2190 to 2200 on, in my opinion, on the best case scenario. That's it for now. Have a fantastic day. We have multiple winners across the board. God bless you all. Get the referrals, attend advanced coaching sessions, sign up. Don't be penny wise and pound foolish, because that will hurt you more than anything else in life. Thank you for listening. Welcome to Clueless Aid Training.